In the bright desert of Abu Dhabi, an amazing cultural place has come up, ready to change how people see art and history. The Louvre Abu Dhabi is more than just a museum, but a $1 billion work of art and an important connection between the past and future, and between the East and West. Located on Saadiyat Island, this big project shows a new beginning for the area, highlighting what people will share while promoting global unity. A working plan for mutual effort. The Louvre Abu Dhabi is a result of a special agreement between the United Arab Emirates and France. Under this contract, signed in 2007, the museum was given the right to use the famous name Louvre for 30 years. In return, French museums lent artworks to Abu Dhabi, which in turn encouraged a conversation between various artistic styles. It will be the center of the cultural district in Saadiyat Island, which should become a global hub for arts and heritage. The Louvre Abu Dhabi will be alongside it and other major destinations, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi, making for a strong center of culture and innovation in the Middle East. Building greatness. The Louvre Abu Dhabi embodies new ideas on building design, respect for culture, and extraordinary work connecting the old with modern times. This museum, designed by Pritzker Prize-winning architect Jean Nouvel, is more than just a practical design. The dome is the centerpiece of the design and is very impressive. It's 180 meters wide, making it appear as if it's floating over the museum like a cover to the sky. Such an effect is achieved with precise engineering held up on 4 tiny supports. Designed with inspiration from traditional Islamic geometric patterns, the dome projects respect for the history of glorious buildings in the Arab world. It has detailed settings up to 7,850 unique star-shaped pieces, wonderfully to create what is called a rain of light. When sunlight passes through the lattice structure of the dome, it filters through the openings, creating dynamic patterns of light and shadow on the ground below. The natural interplay changes throughout the day, giving the museum an ever-changing visual characteristic that makes every visit unique. The rain of light effect not only enchants visitors but also reduces the need for artificial lighting in line with the museum's commitment to sustainability. There are about 7,500 tons of steel for the dome. Attractive, though helpful designs provide safety in sheltering the inner part against harsh sunlight from the desert and on other hands creates a nice place for visitors and artifacts in the building. This presentation demonstrates how the buildings these days could respect cultural history while using new technology. Under the sky, 55 low, wide buildings resembling a traditional Arab Medina are joined together to house the galleries, public area, and facilities for the museum. Bright white outside and soft shadows from the dome combine with modern design and local architectural styles to create a more peaceful and thoughtful atmosphere. Choosing white will allow the play of light and shadow to blend together, hinting at the mix of tradition and modernity that represent the spirit of the museum. A global communion. Louvre Abu Dhabi reimagines what a museum can be, a revolutionary approach to curating across the geography and time. Unlike museums with a strong regional, temporal, and cultural focus, the Louvre Abu Dhabi is universal in perspective. Its collection and exhibitions are curated to tell the connected story of humanity, celebrating the shared experiences, emotions, and innovations that unite people across cultures and civilization. The museum's diverse collection spans thousands of years and countless cultures. From the ancient treasures of Egypt and Mesopotamia to masterpieces from China, India, and the Western world, the Louvre Abu Dhabi houses artifacts that embody the evolution of human creativity and achievement. Among the highlights is Leonardo da Vinci's La Belle Ferronnière, a striking example of Renaissance portraiture that embodies the artist's mastery. Another important piece is Vincent van Gogh's self-portrait. It shows the emotional strength and innovative style of a self-impressionist artist. The old pieces of art are as fascinating. For example, a Mesopotamian gold bracelet manifests the art and skills of the earliest humans. The collection of these permanent treasures portray works from different cultures at different times, so the audience gets a full view of the most crucial moments in human art and culture. This comparison could help people speak between cultures while showing how art crosses all borders and unites people. It's how the exhibitions are organized that makes Louvre Abu Dhabi unique. Here, artworks and objects aren't arranged by place of origin or period of production. Rather, they are arranged according to common themes that connect with human experiences through love, power, spirituality, or the search of knowledge. This new approach encourages visitors to explore the relationships and constants between cultures. It reveals how societies around the world have faced similar questions and shared hopes. For example, an art gallery specializing in the spirit will hang side by side an Egyptian statue of a god, a Buddhist sculpture from the southeast, and a Christian medieval image. That type of arrangement erases old barriers between cultures and brings out common bonds in human history. This lets visitors leave with the appreciation that art and culture never really developed in parallel with each other but are really part of the tapestry of this world. The Louvre Abu Dhabi is open to everyone, and this is not only limited to its main collection. The museum often has temporary exhibitions showing works from partners, institutions in France and other countries. These exhibitions focus on specific themes or time periods, offering new views and adding to the museum's story of global cultural exchange. The museum has exhibitions and is using modern technology to make the experience of visitors a better one. Digitalized boards and virtual reality features enable people to interact with history in creative ways, such as exploring old sites, artifacts, and techniques of art making. This feature works well with the physical collection in new ways of understanding and accessing information. This is not a museum. It's the mix of culture, architecture, art, and new ideas into one building. It demonstrates the breadth of human creativity and how our histories are connected. This recognition of unity and diversity sets Louvre Abu Dhabi into a higher rank among museums across the globe, inviting visitors to experience the shared story of all people. Engineering success, building in the desert. Constructing a museum of this scale in Abu Dhabi's challenging environment requires groundbreaking engineering solutions. The team faced obstacles ranging from extreme heat to the corrosive effect of the sand and salty air. The dome itself is a masterpiece of ingenuity. The design not only reflects sunlight but also chases cooler temperatures inside, withstanding the extreme conditions that occur in the region. Prefabrication was advanced with large portions of the building offsite and transported to the location, ensuring precision and efficiency. It uses climate-controlled systems to protect its valuable contents. The temperature-controlled humidity are kept at the right levels with these systems so that even very fragile artwork and historical objects stay well preserved. One of the most impressive things about the Louvre Abu Dhabi is its flood handling system. As it's located by the sea to guard against higher sea levels, it features a smart system of barriers and drainage channels, demonstrating how intelligent it is in design. Cultural diplomacy and global influence. Louvre Abu Dhabi is much more than a museum. It's a cultural diplomacy. Its idea of showing art to the world encourages talk about countries, which further enhances mutual understanding among people from different nations. It has attracted millions of visitors from different backgrounds to make Abu Dhabi the global cultural destination that it has become today. It further serves as a platform for regional initiatives in terms of preservation and promotion of heritage that proves art can indeed be an effective tool for unity. Environmentalism at the heart. The design of Louvre Abu Dhabi has sustainability at its core. The special way in which the dome is built reduces the need for energy-consuming cooling systems, and the rain of light effect lessens the need for artificial lights. Solar panels and water-saving technologies make the museum even more environmentally friendly. Using local materials and employing local workers, the first priority given to the construction is for the project to empower the nearby community. Moreover, educational programs indicate that sustainable practices are essential in practice by relating how they belong to the culture. A gate to the future. Louvre Abu Dhabi is a symbol of hope against global problems like climate change and division in cultures. It shows the world that it is possible to connect art and history for humans to love their common humanness. This museum's ambitious vision and innovative design have set the standard for cultural institutions to reach new heights. This is a place where history and modernity meet. Diversity is celebrated from all corners of the globe and the future is imagined. Louvre Abu Dhabi is not only a museum, it's a great work of art which shows what cultural places can do. Mixing beautiful design with a message for everyone reminds us how art can bring people together, inspire them and change their lives. This $1 billion wonder shows what the world can create when different people come together. That's how progress and oneness look like in a place that never stops changing. Like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories and stay tuned for important updates around the globe. And if you love this, you won't want to miss our exploration of the finest and marvelous football stadium. It's a journey you won't want to forget. Stay eager and see you in the next one.